Hey guys, BriarRabbit here. Today, I'd like to share with you guys some tips and tricks on how to earn KEM strikes a little bit faster, a little bit easier. So, if you are a Call of Duty legend, this video isn't for you. If you've already earned 100 KEM strikes since the game's been out, then you might as well click to the next video. But if you have a little bit of difficulty getting those KEM strikes, or maybe you haven't earned one at all, I think there might be some tips and tricks in here that might help you out. Let's begin with your loadout. So, for me, the easiest way to earn KEM strikes has been to stay away from the assault rifles. The deal with assault rifles is that 99% of the players are using them, so I try and stay away from KEM strikes so that I can give myself an advantage against every other player that I run into, as long as I stay in an area where that advantage comes through. So if I'm playing a huge match like Overwatch, I'll often run an MR28. If I'm in a smaller map like Strike Zone, you'll see me running a SMG. Now, on my SMG, on this round, you'll see I'm running a silencer. I don't always run a silencer when I'm playing a free-for-all, but when I'm trying to get big kill streaks, I almost always run it, because staying off of the enemy's mini-map is really going to help you out. That way, you're not surprised by anybody who already knows where you are. You're doing the surprising. Next up, I always run extended mags. Running out of ammo when you see multiple players is just... it's instant death. You're not going to be able to kill people while you're reloading, so running extended mags is really key to success when you're trying to hit the higher kill streaks, KEM strike included. Next up, Deadeye is a huge bonus. If you are going for big kill streaks, then Deadeye is huge, because once you get past that five kill streak, you're really going to be doing extra damage almost everybody you kill, and it really helps out. It gets you out of quite a few sticky situations that you might find yourself in. Another big one is agility. Just being able to catch people, being a little faster than everybody else on the map, especially if you're already running an SMG, really helps out in this instance, especially on the close quarters maps, because it just makes you that much harder to kill. Obviously, I want to talk about Dead Silence and Amplify. If you're not running these, you should be. They're almost mandatory on every class at this point. Sound whoring is so important in this game, and if you don't have a headset, you should get one. Get the cheapest one you can find if that's what you can afford. It does the trick. At least get something, though. It really makes a huge difference. Running Dead Silence and Amplify, it's like having a radar going all the time. It's amazing. Next, I want to talk about kill streaks, and obviously assault kill streaks aren't going to do that well if you're going for a KEM strike. The biggest problem is that they're going to compete for your kills, so you need to get a 25 gun kill streak, and if you're playing something like a free-for-all where there's only 30 kills available, and you can't have a chopper out there killing 6 people, because that makes a KEM strike totally impossible to reach. So what I normally do is either go for a specialist package or a support package, and to be honest with you, I prefer the support package. I think that what it offers is a little more powerful. First of all, I'll go with the SATCOM, so that it gives me a little more information on where my enemies are, where they're going to be coming from, so that I'm more prepared for engagements. Next up, I'll go with the ammo crate, because I do not want to run out of ammo on my primary weapon, in this case an SMG, and since they burn through ammo so quickly, here's the problem. I don't want to pick an SMG for a close quarter map and then run out of ammo and have to pick up whatever I can find. I want to pick an SMG for this map and use it for the entirety of my KEM strike run, and that's why I use the ammo crate. And next, finally, almost most important, I would say the ballistic vest is huge, right? It gives you a little bit extra damage that you can absorb before you're taken down, and when you're going for a KEM strike, every advantage helps. So getting that ballistic vest going really is a helpful way to go. I know that a lot of people prefer the specialist streaks. I personally prefer support. I find that the perks aren't that much of a big advantage once I have kind of the main ones that I use a lot, such as Amplify, such as Dead Silence, such as Agility, such as, if I can fit it in, Deadeye. But like I said, I really like support a lot. I think that the ballistic vest on its own makes it worth going for that support streak. So next I want to talk about map movement, and I'm not going to tell you to camp here. I really don't think it's a good idea when you're looking to get a high streak. You'll often find that you can get pretty pretty low or medium-sized streaks, but once you get a relatively good player who knows exactly where you're camping, he's going to get you out of there. He's going to keep coming back because it pisses him off that you're camping in a corner, and he's going to figure out a way to get you out of there. What you do want to do is kind of lock down an area. So you can see what I'm doing in this gameplay, and I find that it's a very effective way to play this game is I take a kind of a corner of the map and I patrol that whole corner. I know where the spawns are, so I know where people are likely to kind of pop up and surprise me. But I also know where the avenues of entrance are, and I'm constantly looking at those. I'm constantly patrolling them, and when people invade my space, I'm ready for them and I take them down. Again, I really recommend not camping. You might be able to get a 5-10 streak going, but eventually somebody's going to be able to get you out of there. Even if you're just camping like a building or a rooftop, people are going to get pissed off about it. People are going to find you and they're going to get you out of there. So really patrol an area of the map, specifically stick to areas of the map that really suit your weapons or your skill strength, and use that area to really earn your entire kill streak. You'll find that it works very well, but what you don't want to do is go running out into big open areas on a map. So the courtyard is a perfect example on this map. I try and avoid that area, that area I was just looking at all costs. There's too many people looking down on that area from rooftops and from windows. You can't monitor every one of them, and somebody's going to get you eventually. Somebody is going to be able to see you running across an open area, snipe you, hit you with an assault rifle in 3 or 4 shots, and you're not even going to have a chance to react, even with the ballistic vest. So again, kind of patrol these areas, know where the spawns are, know where your enemies are coming from, use the SATCOM to your advantage, use the ammo crate to your advantage, and obviously the ballistic vest. I also want to mention that map selection does come into play here. If you're on a map like Stonehaven, I find it very difficult to earn chem strikes just because there's so many huge areas, there's so many long lines of sight, and there's so many snipers that could take you out with just a single shot. I find that it's much easier to go for chem strikes on the smaller maps, things like this map here, Octane or Strike Zone, anything where you can control an area but still get enough traffic to earn 25 gun kills. So that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit the like button. It really helps me out. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.